So today we're going to be doing the rear suspension upgrade. This is from Kawasaki Ninja 650. I bought the Norton Motorsports kit pretty much. That comes with the 2 spacers and the 2 washers, and the spring is sold separately. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking off this bad boy over here. We're going to have to use a 17 mil over here and open wrench on that side if anything, and also get in here. So we're going to take off this panel and the seat just to get better access. So let's get started. So you're going to use a 4mm Allen key. We're going to take off this screw, and then there's these little 2 tabs over here and here. You can pry that open. You're going to need your key to open up your back seat. Same 4mm Allen key over here, just to get access to the screws holding down the seat. We're going to also do the same thing on the other side for this panel. This screw over here and that one over there. So with the panel off, the seat off, and the rear little cowl, just take an 8mm and loosen up this one and this one. So with the seat off, we need to get access to this one and this one. So before we install the shock, we're gonna break this before we suspend it to get the pressure off the rear tire. So we're just gonna grab some wrenches and we're gonna loosen up this one over here and then this one over here. But what I noticed as well, I got this Puig tire hugger and fender and chain guard, so I'm gonna take this off just so I can get a little bit more access and I have a little bit more playroom in the back. So that's the shock right over here. We're going to use a 17 mil open wrench over here to hold this one in place, and then we're going to use an extended socket over here. We're going to break this one first, and then we're going to do the top one over here, right here. And then after that, we're going to suspend it and then throw in the new shock.
Right now, when you buy any combination of Roy tissue products totaling $20, you get a 5.
So for the next part, after you've broken it free and you started to thread it a little bit, you can either suspend it and lift it on a hoist, or use a jack stand and lift it up, or use a center stand. Pretty much what we're gonna do is we're gonna use these. We're gonna level the bike, and then we're gonna use car jack stands underneath the foot pegs just to keep the tension off. So here's just a side-by-side comparison. This is the one that we just took off, and this is the one that we're gonna be installing. This one is roughly 10 millimeters longer, so it's gonna be a slightly higher ride height, but it's not too bad. So this one too only has, I think, 5 or 7 presets, and this one has a little bit more, and this one's a little bit more stiffer. So being a big fella, this is gonna be a little bit nicer. So since it's off right now, I'm just gonna take this chance just to clean up this area over here, because she's filthy. I got caught in the rain a few times, so that's why she's a little dirty. But that's pretty much what it's gonna look like. You're gonna use the same bolts, and we're gonna mount it in here. So I'd recommend starting with the top first and then going with the bottom. And then if you need, you can use your jack stand to lift up the tire a little bit just to get it in. So there's the shock. Make sure you put the 2 big ones at the bottom and then the big ones up top. We're gonna lift it up, we're gonna take it off the jacks, and then we're gonna torque it down. I have these pretty much seated, and now I just want to torque it. It's best to torque it when the bike is flat on the ground and not on stands. So that's the bike after. You can see that it's slanted a lot more because it's 10 millimeters taller. It does look like it's gonna fall over, but let's go see how she performs. So It's a lot stiffer.